were drinking that night, weren't you?
Yeah, it was a bar we were.
And you were drinking screwdrivers,
Yeah, I was drinking screwdrivers.
which you just told us are Grey Goose vodka and orange juice.
Yes, this is true.
And you don't actually remember how many of those you had.
No, the server was filling it so quickly I couldn't tell exactly how many full drinks I had, but I had about 2 or 3, like full drinks.
And when you left the bar that night, you were too drunk to drive.
No, I wasn't too drunk to drive, I never drink even after drinking 1 drink.
So you weren't too drunk to drive. You were okay to drive.
Well, I didn't feel comfortable driving, but I wasn't drunk.
But you let Danny drive.
I didn't have a choice to let Danny drive.
Mr. Hopson, you were okay to drive.
I didn't feel comfortable to drive, so no, I don't think I was okay to drive.
So you were too drunk to drive.
No, I wasn't drunk. I just didn't feel comfortable driving, if that clarifies it for you.
And Mr. Hopson, to be fair, you could have taken a cab.
Yeah, I could have taken a cab, and I really wish I would have drugged Vanessa in the cab with me, but she just got in the car, so I had to make sure she got home safely.
But you didn't. You also got in the car.
Yeah, I had to make sure Vanessa got home safely.
To be fair, you let Vanessa get in that car.
There was nothing I could do to stop her. I mean, I wish I would have, known what to do, but I couldn't get her out of the car.
Mr. Hopson, you would never knowingly endanger your friend's life, would you?
Of course not.
And if you had really thought that Vanessa would never have walked out of that car, you wouldn't have let her get in, would you?
I had no control over her. I couldn't get her out of the car. I tried to get her out of the car.
You physically tried to get Vanessa out of that car?
No, I coaxed. I tried to verbally coax her, but she was just so scared of her mom.
Mr. Hobson, if you knew that there was going to be an accident later that night, you would not have let Vanessa get in the car.
Of course not. I had no idea there was going to be an accident.
You had no idea that there was going to be an accident because you didn't think Danny Dawson was too drunk to drive.
Yes, I did think Danny was not good at driving.
But you let Vanessa get in that car.
Again, I tried to not let her get in the car, but I couldn't stop her.
Mr. Hobson, I want to talk a little bit about what it was like inside the bar. You weren't with Danny the entire time you told us on direct.
No, she left for a little bit to see her friend, James.
Right.
Jordan James.
Right, she went to go talk to her friend for a while.
Yeah, that's right.
And you don't know what Danny was doing during that time.
Well, I know she went to the bar.
But you don't know if Danny was drinking during that time.
No, I don't know what she was doing.
And you were asked to sing with the band, you told us.
Yes, I was.
And you went to warm up before that.
Yeah, for a couple minutes.
And you don't know what Danny was drinking or if Danny was drinking during that time.
No, I just know what she was drinking when I was with her.
And what Danny was drinking when you were with her, you saw her have a whiskey,
Yeah, whiskey straight.
a shot,
Yes.
and you saw her have a Midlands Brown, a beer, I
Yes.
believe.
Yeah.
And you saw her have a ginger ale, and whiskey, or ginger ale and,
Yeah, a whiskey and ginger ale.
that's right. And so that's 4 drinks.
Well, there were other glasses that ended up empty in front of her, so I assume she drank those too.
You assume she drank those, but to be fair, Mr. Hobson, you didn't actually see her drink those.
No, but I know I didn't drink them, so I assumed it was Danny.
But you don't know that for sure.
No, they just ended up empty in front of her.
Mr. Hobson, I want to talk a little bit about the conditions of the road that night. As you were the one who actually suggested Canyon Road in the first place.
Yeah, Danny wanted to take a road that would avoid the cops, and that was a really quick back road.
But you suggested it.
Yeah, it's a really quick road, and it's a back road.
And when you turned onto Canyon Road, it started raining.
Yeah, it was raining pretty heavily.
It started torrentially raining.
Yeah, you could say that.
And it was pitch black on that road.
Yeah, the lighting was pretty terrible.
There's only one road, about 100 feet off the road from Porsche Lake. Is that right?
One road?
Excuse me, there's only one light.
Yeah, it was the house of someone that lived there.
And you know that Canyon Road's a pretty dangerous road.
Yeah, I do know it was dangerous.
And Mr. Hobson, it was hard to see that night while you
Yeah.
were driving on that road.
I wasn't driving.
Or, excuse me, while you were in the car. It was hard to see.
Yeah, Danny actually said she was having trouble seeing.
And it was hard for you to see.
Yeah, it was hard for me to see what the headlights weren't picking up.
Pass the witness.